Number 89? Who is that?
An inmate at Fuchu prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention.
I'm not satisfied with that. About number 89.
If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you.
Well, that would be great. Where is she?
Haven't you people got enough?
What do you mean, you people?
I'm very busy. Excuse me.
What do you mean, you people?
Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you.
I gathered that.
I don't ever want to see you again.
I gathered that.
So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
A politician.
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing.
Yes, because I'm angry and frustrated.
Any higher could kill you. Relax. We still have much to do.
I know.
I can't talk to the secretary. Okay. Okay, back to Mama. Marble, go!
You need more info on Ren?
I do. And on Josh Groban here in the background.
I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
God damn it.
I see.
How's it going?
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
Mwah! Good night, everybody.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
It's not a her.
Absolutely not.
About number 89.
Oh, Falco?
You know him?
I know him as a famous assassin in the underworld. Just rumors, though, nothing specific.
What kind of rumors?
He's good. 100% success rate, no evidence. He was a world-class killer.
Did you ever meet him?
Nope. I don't even know what he looks like.
Any other info?
I know he's connected to the Kumakuras somehow.
Them again.
That's about it.
Why are you always brushing that fish?
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
You don't want to know. About Renju.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
A little.
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Talent scandal.
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
I sense a flashback incoming.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets.
Yeah, that would be detective, but thanks.
So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah.
The relationship between Date and Renju has got to be the key to all of this. Like, he's gone. And nobody seems to understand or know where he is. And I almost wonder if I'm him, like, with a different identity and my eye removed. I have so many theories.
Not just one, countless bodies. When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job.
They look an awful lot alike. Just saying.
You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation.
Is that true?
You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in a tub full of hot water. And they pass. Just like that.
Wow.
Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown.
Because that's something you should be talking about in public.
The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age.
I don't think that's true.
So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits.
Dante's like, what the fuck?
I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So I... Why am I telling you all this?
I took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date,
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing. Summary!
I don't have anything else for you. Sorry, I'm not much help.
You were more help than you think.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren.
Really?
They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Oh.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Tonight. Tonight. Oh, oh. Goodbye, Josh Groban. And the Sagan residents, go!
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
I think you did. I'm going to take a brief break and create a new set. I'm gonna override this because it's too annoying. Alright, so I'm gonna stop for now because I'm terrified that it won't record Or it won't save anything. God, this is so cool. Is it really going all the way that way? Alright guys, so unfortunately I gotta stop for now, so thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm having a ball playing this. It's so freaking fun. Oh my god. It's like the X-Files. It never explains anything. It brings you on this trip, and you just kind of have to learn little bits and pieces as you go. Oh, it's hard being a YouTuber, man. Shit's so complicated. God fucking damn it. Fraps in 3, 2, 1, boom! Well, hello again, everyone. My name is Cronus 006, back with more of AI, the Somnium Files. Now, the last time we left off, apparently I changed history. Or maybe this is all a dream, I don't know. But, let's talk more with Hitomi. Let's do it. Do you have the day off?
Yes, today's a holiday. Iris isn't in school. She went to Lemniscate.
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw her earlier.
Is that so?
About Iris.
I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that. But Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me.
Those other mothers.
Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
That happens more than you would think. Sadly. Where is
You
Renju?
asked me that yesterday.
That's not what you said. She said, did something happen to him? There's no point hiding it. I told her about Renju's disappearance.
Right from the hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea.
What about your parents?
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes. All alone.
Wow. That was very brave of you, Hitomi. Must have been hard.
But Renju would help sometimes.
Sometimes. About Iris.
It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing, even as a kid. Whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too, toward the end. When all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited.
Boy, this would be really, really more emotional if she was dead. But I saved her! I saved her!
Even I was dancing by the end of When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. Mama, you're a good dancer. That's the kind of girl she was.
Oh man, I'm tearing up even now. This is great. This is so great. About Iris.
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once.
I'm not that much of a dancer, but I do like dancing, I'll admit.
She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much.
Okay, game. I know you're trying to pull for tears here, but fuck you.
No, that's not true. There was one other time.
Which is... What was the other time?
6 years ago.
Always 6 years ago! What happened 6 years ago? Ah!
After the surgery, Iris came in running, and she was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me. More important than my own life.
Please summarize.
Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
Drawing skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
She was a child! Are you kidding?
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
She was a child! Of course it would look like that. I probably couldn't draw any better than that either.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes.
And who's on the right?
Also very Silent Hill-ish, which is creepy.
The man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but
Okay. Alright. Alright. Summary. The drawing on the wall looks interesting. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to look at it again.
I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district?
No, because I didn't know it existed.
I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but
Somebody better call an ambulance.
he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me.
Okay, that's kind of creepy too.
I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go.
Is this where we're heading?
Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
Underground clinic?
You took him to a mob doctor?
Oh dear.
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Kumakora's. Rohan! I bet it's Rohan. Yes, yes, yes. Am I supposed to look at it again?
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him, and I was falling in love.
Go on.
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you.
Same place. That's gotta mean something. That has to mean something. That's not coincidence.
But we both knew. We were getting closer and closer. I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him.
Oh, she was so cute. Little Iris was so cute.
Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park.
You already said that.
Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting.
Sounds nice.
Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate.
Future Cronus, do your thing. Thank you, Future Cronus. No, I know I ask a lot of you. I'm sorry. I ask a lot of you, but you always come through. I really appreciate you.
It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads, too. Plop, plop.
Plap, plap.
I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back.
There was no going back.
Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic.
Is that what that's supposed to mean? Because this picture looks, to me, this picture looks horrifying. I suppose it could be very nostalgic in a way, but it looks... Maybe I played too much Silent Hill, but it looks...
But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him, and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived.
And destroyed her arm.
They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Yeah, it's becoming pretty clear to me that Date has to have some kind of role in this. Either he did that, or he was that other dude and lost his memory, or got shot in the head, or something. I don't know.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime.
And as I've said before, there's got to be something going on here, to the point where every single victim we've seen, even Iris, whom I saved, her left eye was removed. Like, that cannot be coincidence. That's a message directly to me. Date.
I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend.
Again, how can... Well, yeah, fuck it.
If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him.
I will be your father figure.
If she found out about his past...
God. I will say, it's not entirely intuitive that you have to click on that many, many, many times. But I've clicked on it like 7 times, I think, in the last 15 minutes. Anyway, summarize for me.
Date, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
Sounds good. Abyss headquarters, go!